Welcome to Gentle Yoga. I've been meaning to put this one out for a while, but I've been doing a bit of recovering, so taking my own time to work on my personal practice and really slow down and not really spend any time doing things for other people, but just a little bit of time for myself. So I've been writing a couple classes out, but I'm excited to get them out to you guys. So this is going to be the first Gentle Yoga, and it's really an all levels class. It's for anyone who needs a little bit of R&R, deep stretching, deep breathing. It's not anything intense. We're just going to get into the hips, a lot of reclined poses today, and hopefully get you feeling loose and good at the end of the class. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to begin in a seated meditation pose. So this can be an easy cross-legged pose. I like to get my knees as close to the ground as possible, so that means kind of like pushing my feet out a little bit further so that my knees can get lower. You can always grab a couple pillows, blankets, towels, a yoga block, even a book, and you can sit on those to raise the hips up so that the knees can fall naturally. So once you've found your comfortable spot, we're just going to go ahead and lengthen the spine. So really stacking the spine from the tailbone up. So just imagining that every single vertebrae is just lining up, even to your head, slightly pushing the chin back and letting the shoulder blades fall down, opening the chest. And we're just going to begin with some breathing here. Taking a full deep inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for just a second. And release. 3, 2, and 1. This time on your inhale, let the belly rise and expand. 3, 2, 1, and hold at the top. And exhale, let the belly come in. 3, 2, 1. Last breath here together. Fill up the belly. 3, 2, 1. Open the chest. Take one more sip of air and hold. And release. Let the shoulders drop. Belly in. 2, 1. Let the breath return to normal and just witness. How do you feel? Go ahead and slowly blink the eyes open. Bring the hands to heart center. And go ahead and set any sort of intention that you'd like to bring to practice today. So maybe there's a reason that you show up to your mat. Maybe there's someone on your mind that you just need to send some love to really quick before you can go about your day. Whatever brought you here to this moment, just let that come into your mind. Seal it in with your hands. And then on the exhale, we're going to release and begin the practice. So releasing the arms down to the side. We're going to start with some slow seated cats and cows. So we're going to take those hands into the knees and press away, pulling the belly in on the exhale. Tuck the chin, round the back. At the bottom of the exhale, hold for just a moment. And then slowly begin to inhale, rocking the chest forward, pulling the knees towards you, opening the heart, lifting the chin. At the top of the inhale, pause for just one moment. And exhale, begin the movement all over again, pressing into the knees. Bottom of the the exhale, hold. And inhale, open it back up. We're gonna go through a couple more rounds here. Just move at your own pace. On your next exhale, just slowly return to a neutral spine. We're just going to switch the cross of our legs here and go through about 3 more of those easy cats and cows. So once you've switched your legs, just press into the knees and begin the exhale all over again. Pausing at the bottom before enjoying that inhale, letting it in. Pausing at the top, and then exhale 2 more times. And last one. Beautiful. Exhale and just return the spine again to neutral, nice and tall here. And we're going to get into the neck here a little bit. So what I want you to think about is every time you're moving away from the body, we're going to be exhaling. So we're going to be doing some head movements here. Just remember, if you're moving your head away, you're exhaling, and then to come back to center is to inhale. So we're going to begin slowly with an exhale and a look over to the right. So you'll take your head, exhale, over to the right as far as you can, as far as feels comfortable. Pause and hold. Take an inhale. Exhale even deeper over to the right. And inhale back to center. Over to the left this time. Exhale to the left. Pause and hold. Inhale. Exhale even deeper. And inhale back to center. This time we're going up. So exhale, chin comes up. Pause and inhale. Exhale, lifts the chin even higher. And inhale back to center, bringing the head down. Exhale, tucking the chin. Pause and inhale. And exhale a little bit deeper. Inhale back to center. And we're just going to take our nose and we're just going to draw circles nice and slow. We're going to do 3 in one direction and then switch and do 3 in the other. So you'll take the nose up as high as you can and then over to the right, just making the biggest, slowest circle that you can. Alright, that was 1. Go for 2 more. Last one before we switch. And go ahead and switch directions. last one. And return the head to neutral. Take a nice inhale and exhale, let it all go. All right. We're gonna go ahead and find ourselves on our back. So however you get there, we're just gonna slowly make our way to our back. We're just gonna take those knees into the chest here, just for a nice little squeeze. And then exhale, extend the left leg. Keep the right knee in nice and tight here. And we're just gonna do some hip circles with the right leg. So just imagine that now that little pen is on the top of your knee, and you're just taking little circles with the knee, just to warm up that hip joint, to get it nice and lubricated. You can either keep the hand on the leg here, or you can just let the knee do the work. And then go ahead and switch directions, using that left leg as a base, keeping you grounded, keeping your left hip nice and steady here. Go ahead and take that right knee into your hand one more time. We're just going to extend the right knee out to the right, opening up the inner thigh and just creating a beautiful stretch in the right leg. We're going to go into half happy baby. So keeping your left hip grounded, reach for the right big toes or the outer edge of the right foot. And then you're just going to push the right foot so it's like it's up towards the ceiling, like you're standing on the ceiling. And you're going to at the same time pull the right knee in towards the armpit. So this is really going to open up the hamstring, open up the hip. You can rock a little bit, find any sort of movement you like. And then from here, we're going to just cradle that leg. So you're going to take your left hand and you're going to wrap it around the right leg so that the elbow crease kind of cradles the foot. And then taking your right hand, you're just going to cradle the knee of the right leg and just kind of rock left to right here. Like you're rocking a little baby. Slowly release the right arm and then the left. Hug that knee in one more time. And then on the exhale, switch legs. So bringing the left leg in this time. Again, finding that grounding through the right hip. So keeping that right leg nice and strong. And then we're just going to do little circles there with the left knee. Just warming up that left hip. And then go ahead and switch directions. You're just going to take that left knee out to the left, open up the inner thigh, really ground in through that right leg, so keeping the right hip grounded as you extend the left over, and just take a few breaths. And then we're going for half happy baby here. So reaching the left hand out towards the left toes. You're going to extend the left foot so that it's up towards the ceiling. Knees coming in towards the armpit, and you're really opening up the back side of the leg here. You can find a little bit of movement if you'd like. Just taking deep breaths to really get that stress away. I know it can be a little bit stressful getting into the hips. So those deep breaths are really going to be your best friend. Finding that stress relief so that you can find a little bit of freedom in the pose. Now we're going to go for the cradle. So taking the right arm, wrapping it around so that the elbow crease holds the foot, and then the left hand holds the knee, and we're just cradling that hip. A little bit of rocking feels good. And then we're going to slowly release the hands. Exhale, switch the legs one more time here. We're going towards one of my favorite poses, which is Pigeon Pose. This is a reclined pigeon, so it's not going to be as intense. What you're going to do is you're going to cross the right leg. So it's going to be parallel to the back of the mat. And you're going to just bring that left knee in, and it's just going to intersect with the ankle. So the right knee is reaching towards the back corner of the mat. And it's really opening up the hip here. Now you can stay right here and just visualize that right knee going away from your body. If you need a little bit of an extra stretch, you can always lift the left leg. Keep the right knee moving back and away as you pull the left leg in. So it's a great stretch for the back of the right leg. You're going to feel it there, opening up the back side of the hips. And we're going to go ahead and switch. So release that pigeon pose. Exhale, bring the left leg in, extend the right long, cross the left so that the left knee is now reaching down towards the bottom of the mat, towards your feet. Again, you can always just stop right here if you're already feeling the stretch. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can always lift that right leg, keeping the left knee pressing away. And release. Keeping the knees here both bent. So feet are nice and sturdy on the mat. We're going to slightly tuck the tailbone under so that our lower back is pressed into the mat. So our abs are nice and activated here. We're going to do some gentle, slow roll-ups. So you can stop anywhere along the way. This is just a gentle way to wake up the core. But we're slowly going to tuck the chin, roll the body up. You can pause right here at a little half roll-up, or if you're feeling it and you have the momentum, you can slowly roll yourself all the way into a nice tall seated position, and then slowly roll yourself back down. As you can imagine, that's really hard to do while talking, so I encourage you to keep with your breath. So creating that power with the exhale, so exhaling up and inhaling down. So obviously the goal is to not let the feet come up, so take your time with it. Use your breath and stop anywhere along the way for your nice roll-ups. Let's go for at least 4 more. If you've got it in you, go for 3 more. You can do it. And release. So we're gonna come back up to a nice little seated position so you can just push yourself up this time. And what we're gonna do is keep the right knee in nice and tight. We're gonna take that right leg and actually cross it over the left. And then we're gonna use that left hand as a little weight here. So you're hooking it around the outside of the right knee and you're pressing into it to open up into a twist. So using that left elbow behind the right knee to open the heart, open the chest for 3 breaths. Inhale back to center, both legs out long. Take the left knee in and cross it over, and then right arm comes up, crosses over, hooks behind the left knee, and opens up the chest. Go ahead and release with an inhale. We're going to go into a little hamstring stretch here. So you're going to keep those knees tucked in. You're just going to take the right leg in one of your hands. You can also grab for the calf right here. And we're just going to be extending it up just as long as it feels good and slightly rocking backwards to open up the hamstring here. Bend the knee, release that foot back to the floor, and then come over to the left here, stretching open that hamstring, slightly rocking back. And releasing that leg to the ground. We're going to come into a forward fold here. So take your hands to either side of your hips and just sort of lift your hips and rearrange them. Just make sure that any sort of fleshy like material is moved out of the way so that you can feel your sits bones grounded into the earth. Now we're coming into a forward fold. So we're going to be keeping those feet nice and flexed. And we're going to inhale to lengthen. So what we want to be thinking about is lengthening into a forward fold, not as much as crunching into that fold. So we want to be thinking about the spine growing long as we fold forward. So you can keep the knees as bent as you need here, as long as the spine stays nice and long. So we want to take any tension out of the back. So a slight bend in the knee is actually going to feel really good. So another great tip, you can also use that book or that block, towel, blanket, whatever, to lift the hips up here for this forward fold if you're feeling any tension in your low back. You can always pause the video, grab whatever props you need, just play around with it, take as long as you need in any of these poses. These are just some suggestions, and then you take it how you can and feel the best, get the most healing out of it. So we're going to inhale to rise, to lengthen, and then exhale, we're just going to slowly tip forward, Feeling that beautiful stretch across the back of the hamstrings, allowing the crown of the head to reach towards the toes. We're going to go for 5 deep breaths here. Inhale to rise back up into center. We're going to take those legs nice and wide now as we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So you can turn to the side so that you're on your yoga mat still. And then the same applies here. We're thinking about the spine lengthening. So if you feel any tension in your back, just back out. Come out of the pose, lift your hips up to get a little bit more leverage. Do whatever it takes, take your time so that you get the healing benefits of these poses. So you can always pause the video and hang out as long as you need. If you need to be there for 5 minutes, then stay there for 5 minutes until you reach that ultimate healing potential. You'll feel it. You'll know when your body has had enough, when it has reached its level. So we're going to inhale to straighten the back, and then exhale, we're just going to slowly walk the hands forward, resting anywhere along the way, maybe down on the forearms. Maybe you have some sort of a block or a pillow right here, something to meet you where you are so that you can lay on it. Go ahead and walk yourself slowly back up. Tuck those knees in, and we're going to make our way onto our belly to finish the class out. So I really wanted this to be a full body, gentle class. So this should feel like we've hit all parts of the body by the end. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely leave them in the comments section so that I can communicate with you. I would love to talk to anyone who has questions. I'm much more of an interactive teacher, especially when I do plan classes. For the most part, I like to see how my class is doing. So I really would appreciate some comments. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll be really happy to talk to you about those. So we're gonna make our way onto our stomach. So go ahead and just, however you get there. And we're gonna just roll through some back extensions here, nothing too crazy. We're gonna start with just lifting the right hand and the left foot. So on the exhale, lift up the right hand and the left foot and create length. So extend out of the right hand, extend out of the left foot. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, extend even more. And inhale to lower, going over to the left hand and the right foot this time. We're going to exhale, extend up. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale to lower. We're going to go through that 2 more times each side. So exhale to lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the left hand, right leg. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 1 more time each side. you can either do that exact same thing 2 more times, or you can go into a full Superman here with me to finish out the class. So we're gonna exhale, lift all 4 limbs. Hold for the inhale. Lengthen the spine away from the head. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lower. 1 more time. On your next exhale, we're lifting. Inhale, hold, and lengthen the hands away from the feet. And inhale, lower, release. Take your hands and make a little pillow for your head. Turn your head to one side and just rest. Now yoga is all about symmetry, so turn your head to the other side. 3 more breaths. Slowly make your way back over to your back here. We're gonna finish up today with just a little bit more of a back massage. So just keeping the knees tucked and just rocking the hips left and right. So just massage the lower back. Go ahead and grab those knees in. And we'll finish up today with a full happy baby pose. So reaching for the outer edges of the feet, bringing the knees in towards the elbows, feet up towards the ceiling. And we're just rocking back and forth to massage the low back. Exhale, tuck those knees in nice and tight. On your inhale, pull everything in as tight as you can. Your face, your body, your spirit, everything, tuck it in as tight as you can and pull, pull, pull inwards. And then on the exhale, just release, explode, let everything go, let everything extend. And find your Shavasana. Now I'm gonna stop the video here and let you guys experience your own Shavasana. I encourage you guys to set a timer for maybe 10 minutes and just lay on the floor on your back. Let everything go. Let everything just melt away. Every stress, every thought, every worry, just let it go. And enjoy a rest because you deserve it. Again, let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I hope you have a beautiful day. Love you all so much. Namaste.